The visiting team have won the toss and select to receive.
First and 10 from the Alamo 24 yards. Second and 7 from the Alamo 27 yards. First and 10. Ball at the 35 yard line.
Okay, now we're back. We're live. Sorry about the delay, guys. Got everything all situated. Apparently my mic was not connected on OBS. I hope everybody can hear me now. But here we are in San Antonio, Texas. Ramos, everybody good over there?
Yeah, everybody good. So, you know, Vancouver, as we were saying in the, we were muted, but Vancouver, you know, in the playoffs last season, obviously they want to be in the playoffs again. As far as San Antonio goes, I mean, they just have to keep playing San Antonio football. They've been playing pretty well this season. Let's see if they can continue.
And Vancouver looking good so far on offense as Carr is able to reel in that catch there, wearing some alternate uniforms themselves today.
Yeah, interesting. You know, it's a good set of units for San Antonio. Obviously, Greg Corky, the owner, known as a Cowboys fan, so.
Which I certainly can't fault him for. Dallas Cowboys are pretty awesome. First and 10 now for Pepper as he throws it over the middle. That's caught. It's going to be a 5-yard gain out to the 49-yard line. So now that everyone can hear me, and again, I apologize for the confusion and the technical difficulties. Now we'll go over the offense for this Vancouver Legion squad, led by Tom Pepper. We mentioned him. Jonathan Sanchez is going to be your running back, number 49. Brett Killian, Trevor Farrell, Jeremy Vega, all wide receivers, along with Tristan Carr at the tight end spot. So now it's 2nd and 5. Handoff to Jonathan Sanchez. Has some room. He's going to get daylight, and he gets a first down and more out to the 34-yard line. Good-looking run there, Ramos.
Yeah, Jonathan Sanchez, he's a big running back. You know, one of those running backs that you want him going north and south instead of east-west. Vancouver understands that, and they got a good, nice yards and a first down.
So now 1st and 10 from the 34 into enemy territory. Definitely looking like a run formation here, but Pepper's going to pass. Zings it over to the right-hand side, bobbled, and incomplete.
Very dangerous right there by Vancouver. It was a nice play because it was the out route, and that was wide open for Farrell, but he was unable to hold it in.
Trevor Farrell, the intended receiver, will look at the San Antonio defense now. Bailey Chewbacca is the defensive tackle at number 74, BJ Armstrong, the cornerback, only star corner on this team. Obi Okoye at middle linebackers. We got a flag on the field. Tom Pepper takes his time. He's going to check it down to the fullback, I believe, and he wasn't touched down. But it's only a gain of a yard. They'll probably accept that penalty.
Neutral zone infraction, number 74, defense, 5-yard penalty.
And it was a neutral zone infraction. San Antonio trying to get the jump a little bit early. And that was the aforementioned Bailey Baca trying to get the jump.
Yeah, Bailey Baca, and Baca had a great game last week. You know, he's one of the best defensive linemen I see in the SFL, especially stopping the run. Big number 74 is very, very good stopping the run.
So this time we'll get a 2nd and 5, and that's a catch out over the middle. First down yardage out to the 23-yard line. This time, Trevor Farrell was able to hang on to that one.
Yeah, Trevor Farrell just, you know, after that drop, comes back, gets the first down, keeps the chains moving for Vancouver. Very important play. Obviously, you are, you know, on the road. You want to get a head start on the opposing team when you're on the road, especially. Vancouver, a great drive right now.
First drive of the ball game, heading deep in enemy territory at the San Antonio 23-yard line. Hand off to Jonathan Sanchez, and he's wrapped up on the play by a couple different defenders, brought down for a gain of 3.
Very good job by the offensive line, especially on the left-hand side. Willis Sinclair and Bubba Klein right there, the tackle and the guard. Great job on the zone block. Sanchez gets 3 yards, and he just, you know, looks a little bit gassed right now, but nice pickup.
He is looking a little bit slow off the gate here as Pepper's going to check it down to his fullback, and he gets leveled on the sideline there. Great hit by one of the linebackers. Yeah,
that is Derek Howley, the non-contracted outside linebacker. And you don't see non-contracted players deliver the boom as Howley just did, but, you know, this San Antonio defense, and I looked at it last week against Houston, they can hit hard.
Tom Pepper 6 of 7 on this drive so far. He's going to get another handoff to Jonathan Sanchez. Not able to get the required yardage for a first down, so Vancouver's going to bring out the kicking unit.
Back-to-back plays by Howley on that one, the non-contracted outside linebacker. Back-to-back plays where he just stuffs up the running back and forces a 4th down. Let's see if they go for it.
They are going to have the offense out on the field. The San Antonio crowd chanting defense, getting their feet up, and they're going to call a timeout. They're going to try and get them to jump off sides. It just didn't quite work.
Yeah, I mean, you don't see this San Antonio defense. Obviously, they jumped off sides in the previous, earlier this drive, but you don't see this defense jumping, you know, before the snap consistently, especially when they are at home. So let's see if the Vancouver Legion can put 3 points on the board here.
Bex Kickham's coming out onto the field to attempt his first field goal of the day. This will be unofficially a 31-yard attempt. Snap is good. Kick is up and away, and it is through the uprights from 31. So Vancouver is first on the board off the foot of Bex Kickham's. 3-0 here in San Antonio.
Nice hold, nice snap, and a perfect kick. And it's very important when you're on the road, you can score points before the home team. That, you know, puts some confidence on your offense that you can score in away territory. So great job by Vancouver. Let's see if San Antonio can respond.
A couple guys in the chat were waiting for Andy Hamilton, owner Andy Hamilton, to go for that one. But 3 points on the board is a good start as San Antonio gets the first kickoff return out to the 33-yard line. It's a good return, good starting field position for the Vaqueros.
That is B.J. Armstrong, who had a terrific ball game last week in a losing effort against the Hyenas, both in the return game and on the defense. He was very, very good covering the deep pass and also making good returns. So let's see how he performs this game.
The Vaqueros making a change at quarterback this week. Rookie Josh Miller is going to be making his SFL debut. And his first play is going to be a handoff to Anderson Silver as he breaks a tackle out to the 37-yard line. 2nd and 7 upcoming.
And it's going to be very interesting for Vancouver how that defense, you know, reacts to a new QB on Josh Miller. Vancouver has not been very good against the pass this season. So let's see if the rookie quarterback can, you know, perform well against this Vancouver defense.
He'll have Daley Holder, Logan Keel, and Ricardo Pancho Hernandez to throw to. His first SFL pass is going to be a check down over to Anderson Silva, and he gets about 2 or 3 on the play.
Yeah, and I have the feeling that, when you have a rookie QB, you're going to rely a little bit more on the short passes and also on your running back. So, maybe we'll see a lot of Anderson Silva here in the game.
Tackle made on the play by number 99, Frank Champion. He's one of the outside linebackers for this Vancouver defense. As Miller's going to go deep, and he has a man wide open. Are they going to be able to catch him? Mahmoud Ajalani not going to catch him. Touchdown, Vaqueros.
Well, what do I know, right? And I was saying probably short passes relying on your running back. And the rookie QB just shows off his arm strength. Daley Holder gets in the paint. Daley Holder, one of the best wide receivers in the SFL. And I was saying last week against, the game against the Hyenas, how underrated Daley Holder truly is. He gets behind the defense, and he has the speed to outrun everybody. Great play by the San Antonio Vaqueros.
Showing some pocket presence for his first SFL series. Just gunning it down the sideline there, able to find Daley Holder, and that was a great catch. Great touchdown play.
Yeah, look, very poised. As you were saying, the pocket presence, not phased, very calm in the pocket, delivers a perfect strike. Great drive by San Antonio. What a way to respond.
San Antonio does have a star kicker. His name, Austin Powers. And Powers is able to nail that extra point. Got a chuckle out of that one, Ramos.
The holder got tackle on that one. I'm not sure if you got it, Eric, but the holder got tackle on the play. Could have been a late hit, but the kick was good.
Wonder if the referees are just turning a blind eye, just letting the guys play a little bit today.
Yeah.
So Powers gives the signal all clear, and they kick off. Vancouver going to start their second possession of the ball game as it's fielded by Ajlani, and he is not able to sidestep any more defenders as he makes it out to the 21-yard line. And we'll pause for just a moment as we play an ad from our sponsor. Took a little bit longer than I thought it was going to, so we'll pause. Hold off that advertisement for another time. 7-3 ball game. Pepper to throw. Has Killian on the right-hand side. Good play. And a good 6-yard chunk of yards on first down.
Yeah, and I think this is the way Vancouver can have some success as far as their offense goes. I think that they need to involve their wide receivers on short routes. Trevor Farrell, Brett Killian, all those guys. I think they, Jeremy Vega on short passes, just keeping the quarterback on rhythm.
Hand off to Sanchez. Has plenty of room on the left-hand side. Out to the 35-yard line, and they might just want to hand off to Jonathan Sanchez a little bit more. He's been getting some good chunks.
Yeah, for sure. And fullback, Brick Wall, who is, I'm sure, a member of the all-time name team by Alvin Washington. What a great block. What a great block on the linebacker, I think it was. That sprung Jonathan Sanchez for a first down.
28 yards already for Sanchez on the ground. Another handoff for him. Tries to lower the shoulder. Gets wrapped up. That same non-contract linebacker doing some work today.
Yeah, I mean, Derek Howley just very, very good. Very, disciplined here on the rushing attack. He's looking like Marquise Reed out there, stopping the run. Very, very good job by number 54.
2nd and 7 now. Pepper's going to pass. Long drop. Steps up. Throws over to the sideline. And it's tipped and incomplete.
Wow, what a great job on the hops by B.J. Armstrong. That's the guy, number 38, the corner, B.J. Armstrong, one of the best athletes I've seen in the SFL because he can do it all. I mean, you see him very active, stopping the run. You see the hops right there, returning kicks, returning punts. So number 38 is one guy that, he's your number one corner, prototypical number one corner, kind of like a Patrick Peterson type of guy who can do it all.
He's a big Oakland Raiders fan and is happy to see John Cruden back over there But this time, Killian able to make an incredible catch. That was a great throw and catch. Pepper to Killian on that play. First down, Vancouver.
Yeah, what a job by Brett Killian on that one, because that was double covered. B.J. Armstrong on the facility, and also the safety, that was Tom Taylor, the free safety for the San Antonio Vaqueros on the facility. And, Tom Pepper puts it out up for his wide receiver, and the big guy brings it up. Down with it.
So Vancouver driving once again. At the 42-yard line, they'll have another fresh set of downs. Hand off to Sanchez. Can't get out of the backfield. He'll be wrapped up for a loss of 1 on the play.
Yep. That was a trap play. The guard pulled to the right, and the Vaqueros were ready for it. Obi Okoye, the inside linebacker, star player. Obi Okoye has been a guy who has racked up the tackles in the past few weeks. He's very, very good stopping the run.
Another handoff to Sanchez. Quick handoff. Only gets about 2 or 3 on that play. 3rd and 8 coming from the 40-yard line.
There's that man, Derek Howley, again. If he keeps playing like this, we will see big number 54 get a contract next season, because, for a non-star outside linebacker, he has been balling out this first quarter. Probably already 5 tackles in the first quarter alone.
So 3rd and long now for Pepper. He's going to take another deep drop. Deep pass over the middle of the field. He somehow threaded the needle. And that was another incredible catch by Brett Killian.
Man, wow. Brett Killian can catch it all. And, big shout out to the offensive line here. Look at the protection. I mean, that's a clean pocket that he has. He has all day to throw. Perfect strike. Great spiral on that one. And again, between 2 defenders, Brett Killian comes down with it.
Between the 2 safeties as well. The safeties are definitely some of the harder hitters in the secondary. But Killian able to hold on. So 1st and 10 in the SFL red zone. Screen pass over to Sanchez. He gets wrapped up immediately, though. They're going to give him forward progress and a yard, but I think that was a little generous on their part.
Yeah. Again, Jonathan Sanchez, he's your typical, running back that you want him to go between the tackles at all times. Sometimes he can spring that outside run for a big gain, even a touchdown, but, that's not his game. I think that if you're going to pass the ball, you have to go with Brett Killian, you have to go with Vega, you have to go with those guys instead.
Pepper's going to check it down again to Sanchez, and they snuffed it out once again. Tom Taylor in there on the stop. He was having none of that.
Great job by the smaller free safety. Pursuing, wrap-up tackle, great play.
And that's going to bring us to the end of this first quarter. That was a quick first quarter. San Antonio with the lead, 7-3. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, brought to you by APM Music. As we get a look at the other game that we have going on, the Indy Red Devils up 17-3 at halftime over the St. Louis Gladiators there in St. Louis. Another throw for Pepper. He's going to find a man. That's Vega, and he gets it down to the 1-yard line. Great play, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and here's one of my favorite players in the SFL, Jeremy Vega. He's the 3rd wide receiver, but he will be the number 1 on a lot of the teams in the SFL. He's one guy that he's a terrific route runner, has great hands, and he's clutch. The game last week from Vancouver, he was making catches left to right, and he was clutch the entire game. I would like to see Vancouver go to Jeremy Vega a little bit more, because he doesn't drop anything.
They put up 41 points in their last game as Sanchez gets bottled up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. 2nd and goal coming up.
Bend but not break has been, something that Greg Corky has done very good with the San Antonio Vaqueros defense this season and last season. When it's crunch time, this defense doesn't allow many touchdowns.
Pepper's going to throw. He's got a man wide open. Sanchez is going to waltz into the end zone. Touchdown, Vancouver Legion.
That was a very good play, very good design by the Legion. Obviously going to the running back on the outside, one-on-one against the corner. The corner not there fast enough. It was probably a miscalculation by the corner on that one. But Jonathan Sanchez does a great job catching the ball, going outside. Easy touchdown for Vancouver.
That was definitely the answer they needed after San Antonio, whose offense has not been out on the field very long. Vancouver controlling the time of possession in this ballgame. But that was a good answer from them, and they're an extra point away from taking the 3-point lead here in the second quarter.
You know, this is what made Vancouver so good last season in the second half of the year. They do not give up, and they can answer to anything that presents to them. You know, Andy Hamilton has those boys well prepared, and you know, this is one great team that when they get on a roll, they're pretty much unstoppable.
And Vancouver has the ball teed up, ready to send it over to San Antonio, who's only going to get their second possession of the ball game. Like I said, Vancouver has been controlling the ball the majority of the game. Time of possession has been incredible for them. BJ Armstrong with a 6-spin move. He'll bring it out to the 30-yard line, and that's where San Antonio is going to take over.
Yeah, and let's see what Vancouver does here to stop Daly Holder, because, you know, again, as we were saying, Vancouver is not being very good stopping the pass. However, you know, they have the pieces right there. I mean, they have very good secondary when you look at the names. I mean, Mahmoud Ajlani, Major Key. I mean, those are terrific guys. Major Key got 2 pick sixes last game. So let's see if Vancouver can get some interceptions here.
Miller to throw, has time, man open in the middle of the field. Big chunk of yards. That's a first down. San Antonio.
And the non-contracted players by San Antonio have been playing absolutely incredible. Julian Marshall, the non-contracted wide receiver on that catch. That's a perfect sip by Josh Miller. Great play by the San Antonio Vaqueros.
And you mentioned some of the defensive players for this Vancouver Legion defense on the last play. I want to make sure they get mentioned. Major Key, you mentioned, Mahmoud Ajlani. Joshua Banner is going to be the strong safety. Marquise Reed, middle linebacker. Frank Champion, outside linebacker. And Dante West is your other corner. And that was a heck of a throw and catch there. San Antonio moving the chains once again. Guess who? Daly Holder for his second catch of the ball game.
And Josh Miller looks composed out there. He looks calm, collected. He looks really, really good. And that's that boy again. When you have a wide receiver like Daly Holder, that makes your job way easier if you're a quarterback. Great play, and San Antonio moving the ball again.
Handoff to Silver. Gets about 2 or 3 yards on the play. Wrapped up on the play by Ajlani.
Great job on pursuit, stopping the carry, because if that tackle is not made, probably we're talking about 6 points for San Antonio. So great job by Frank Champion on that one.
So from about the 31-yard line, 29-yard line, looking at it backwards. 4 wide receivers set. Miller to throw. Has a man on the right-hand side. That will be caught. That's Hernandez. Pancho Hernandez with his first catch of the ball game.
Yeah, Hernandez, number 46. A guy that doesn't make a lot of highlights. He's not in the highlight reel a lot, but you know that's something that he does very, very well. That those 2-3 yard routes, he keeps the chains moving, and he's very effective, and he's a very good blocker too.
The third down now. Miller gonna throw, middle of the field, caught by Holder once again. That's gonna be first and goal. They'll mark it down at the 5.
And again, the poise, the calmness by Josh Miller on that one. Look, we'll not be looking at Miller right there, but that's a great route by Holder. But Josh Miller has been incredible so far this first half, just delivering perfect strikes out there.
We're getting to about 8 minutes left to go here in the first half. Daly Holder making his presence felt on the other end of the arm of rookie Miller. Showing people up today. Quick step drop. He's going to throw it over to Silver. Silver probably should have just let that one go.
Yeah, and it was a similar play that what Vancouver did on the previous touchdown. Obviously, that swing pass to the running back. And if Silver stays in bounds on that one, that's probably 6 points, but tough break by San Antonio.
Josh Miller, undrafted out of college, offered a contract by San Antonio, who were impressed with his college stats. Played for the indoor league for a little bit. Now here he is in the SFL, and that is caught in a sea of arms. They bring it in. Pancho Hernandez, touchdown, San Antonio.
Wow. I mean, that's kind of like a lucky break right there. 2 players in the facility, and I think he was bobbled around and then caught by Hernandez on that one. The pass was, it bounced out of the foot.
Are you kidding me?
Of Hernandez, and he caught it.
Are you kidding me? I didn't even see that the first time around.
I've been in this league for many seasons, Eric. I've never seen that happen, like, ever. That was kind of crazy by Hernandez. That has to be contender for play of the year.
And Hernandez just there, right place, right time. As Powers boots through the extra point, he was just waiting for it. It bonked off of the other wide receiver. It looks like it was Keel on that play. And he was just waiting there for it. That's just incredible. I'm sorry. I'm without words at this point.
Wow. I mean, Pancho Hernandez, probably he played soccer back in the day. I mean, just hitting the ball with his feet, catching the ball. I mean, why not?
Apparently he was a revolutionist, according to his bio, back in Mexico. As Ajlaunia makes it out to the 26-yard line. Good kick return by him. And Vancouver will get a shot now.
Yeah, but as I was saying, Vancouver is very good answering to anything that presents to them. So I just fully expect for these boys, for Tom Pepper, those guys, they have 1 year under their belt to just go ahead and play their football. Let's see what they do.
Pepper's going to throw, takes a short drop, zings it over to Sanchez, trying to make it out of the backfield, gets about a yard before he's wrapped up by B.J. Armstrong. He's been everywhere today.
Yeah. B.J. Armstrong, my NFL comparison will be somebody like Patrick Peterson because, he's a guy that you see man-to-man, you see covering the number 1 wide receiver. He returns kicks, he returns punts, has incredible athletic ability, jumping, great speed, very smooth on his pass coverage. He's really good.
Every team could use a Swiss Army knife like him. Pepper's going to give a quick handoff to Sanchez, squirts through the line of scrimmage, gets a good chunk of yards out to the 32-yard line, 3rd and manageable.
Nice play for Vancouver to make this a manageable 3rd down. Big hit by Okoye on that one.
Okoye's been another one that's been running around, getting dirty today.
Yep.
3rd and 4 upcoming for Vancouver. San Antonio showing blitz. They'll back out of it. Pepper to throw. Has a man on the right-hand side. Caught by Killian. That's going to be a 1st down for the Legion.
That was a great deep out route for Brett Killian on that one. Great protection again for Tom Pepper. Way much time given to him. And a great play to keep the drive going.
So now from the 45-yard line. This offense been looking good under new offensive coordinator Jeremy Vega. 3 wideouts, 2 backs in the backfield. Pepper will pass. Has plenty of time. Throws it over the middle. He's hit as he's thrown, and it's incomplete. Plenty of defenders in the area.
Yeah, the pass intended to Trevor Farrell, who has, that counts as a drop, but really you cannot blame him. He got crushed, and it was in triple coverage. I think that he had another player underneath. Tom Pepper did. But, nice try.
2nd and 10 from the 45. 6 minutes, 7 seconds left to go here in the first half of play. Pepper's going to throw again. Quick pass over to the right-hand side, and that's caught. Did we call it a catch?
Yeah, that's a catch.
Trevor Farrell not looking so pleased with himself. I just assumed that maybe he was called for the incomplete pass. But it is complete. 3rd and 4 upcoming.
Yeah, I think he knows that if he stays in bounds, he had a 1st down. So, but it's not bad. I mean, 3rd and 4, you have a very good set of wide receivers. There is Jeremy Vega. Let's see if they go with him.
3rd and 4, same formation. Pepper's going to throw again. Has a man wide open. 1st down yardage, and they'll give it to him.
Yeah, great job by Farrell running that one just past the sticks. He knew where the first down was and got it.
Looked like he was backtracking a little bit. I was wondering if the referees were going to give him that first down there. But they do, so it's going to be 1st and 10 from the San Antonio 45. Pepper has time, checks it down over to his fullback, out to the 40-yard line, 5-yard gain.
Nice speed by Brick Wall on that one. He caught the ball in stride and got 5 yards. You know, that's something that you don't see very often for a non-contracted star or start player, fullback. So, you know, those are the type of plays that, you know, really puts the quarterback in some confidence, and it just brings the opportunity for deeper passes in the future.
Offset I formation. Sanchez has plenty of room, but it closes in a hurry. That was a heck of a play there by the corner coming over and closing up that hole. It'll be 3rd and inches coming up.
Yeah, that was Denzel Neeson on that one. You know, and the non-contracted players by San Antonio, just terrific jobs. We saw Derek Howley. We saw also one of the wide receivers, Julian Marshall. Great players.
Pepper's got his fullback. He's got the first down. Brick Wall out to the 32-yard line.
And I like how Vancouver is kind of going every side of the field right now. They're going left. They're going right. They're running the ball up the middle. They're running left, running right. You know, testing the ball deep. So San Antonio, you basically you have to know, you have to cover every spot on the football field. So I like the offense by Vancouver right now.
And Tom Pepper has only thrown 3 incompletions in this first half. 136 yards and a touchdown. He's going to pass once again. Sanchez got the ball. He's out to the 26-yard line. Excuse me, good chunk of yards, as he gets wrapped up on the play by those same 2 non-contract guys that we were mentioning before.
Yeah, and low-key, Tom Pepper, you know, the first half, 143 yards already. You know, he's obviously a guy who has very, very good wide receivers, and Jonathan Sanchez is very good catching the ball out of the backfield, so Tom Pepper, great first half.
Vinson and Howley on the stop once again. Lots of screens coming from this Legion offense here as Brick Wall gets stopped behind the line this time. It was a good play by the safety coming up.
Yep. That's again Tom Taylor, who, you know, San Antonio likes to put Tom Taylor, the free safety, close to the line of scrimmage, you know, kind of to stop or prevent those, you know, outside passes, short passes, and it has worked great for them.
Andy Hamilton in the chat saying he loves to eat that clock, which is exactly what he's doing right now. Pass over to Pepper. 2 wide receivers in the area, but it's caught by the tight end Carr. He'll bring it down inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal upcoming for the Legion.
Hello, Tristan Carr to the ball game. You know, great route. That was a corner route by the tight end, and then has the power, the leg strength to just carry a defender. You know, very good hands by Tristan Carr.
Like I said, 1st and goal upcoming from the 8-yard line. Vancouver down by 4. Pepper has time. Got Sanchez wide open over there. And he makes it out to the 4-yard line. Good gain, but good closing speed by the defense.
Yeah, nice closing speed and nice wrap-up tackle by B.J. Armstrong. You know, B.J. Armstrong is a, you know, smaller guy. And, you know, that's a great textbook wrap-up tackle on the big guy.
Seen plenty of activity in the chat. Got 50 watching right now, which is a great number for afternoon football. Pepper's got a man wide open. Touchdown, Vancouver.
Treble Farrell gets in the paint, and I love this drive by Vancouver. I mean, as I was saying, they can answer to anything you present to them. And they were basically just dinking and dunking, left, right, passes to the fullback, passes to the running back. They got passed to Tristan Carr. So I love how just they involved everybody on that offense. That's something that they do very, very well. And they're back in the lead.
Andy Hamilton loving it there in the chat. Got some great guys in the chat. Gunnar Pemberton, sounds like he's a new guy here in the chat. Want to welcome him. Crash Combs in there. Jeremy Vega, Volcano 4, Josh Banner, The Frank Champion, Mahmoud Ajlauni. Great to see all you guys here today. As Kick'ems boots through another extra point. Vancouver now back up by 3. We're going to go ahead and try and play that advertisement one more time for you guys.
Join the world's fastest growing sim football community by jumping onto our Discord server. Use the Discord command in chat to keep up with schedules, news, notes, announcements, and polls. Jump off the sidelines and into the action here where we're loading legends at the SFL.
We are loading legends here in the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music. Alongside Ramos Lynn, I am Eric Vinson. Thank you for coming out and joining us in San Antonio. And we've got a great ball game so far. It's definitely been a pleasure to watch here, Ramos.
It certainly has. I mean, you have a great team in Vancouver against this rookie quarterback in Miller, who has been played out of his mind today. There it is, another catch.
Another great catch. And that'll probably wind us down to the 2-minute warning. Good catch made by the non-contract wide receiver Bond, rocking the 0-0. And that is going to be the 2-minute warning here in San Antonio. We've got a 3-point ball game with the Legion on top 17-14. And we'll come on back here and see what happens at the end of the first half. So 2nd and 4 now. As we mentioned, Josh Miller, the rookie quarterback in his SFL debut, playing absolutely incredible as Anderson Silver makes it out for first down yardage out to the 42-yard line.
Great blocking up front by the San Antonio Vaqueros offensive line. And great patience by Anderson Silver on that one. Just going behind this offensive line, and whenever he saw the hole, he just exploited for a first down. Great play.
The Vaqueros are taking their time, cutting into some more of this clock. As Miller's going to pass, hit as he's thrown. They're going to rule that a fumble, and Vancouver picks it up. They're going to have the ball in great field position. What a play.
Wow, what a play. And I'm not sure, Eric. I think that's a talk rule kind of play. I think that the ball was moving forward. We'll see on the replay. Wow, what a jump by Stanley Hudson, the big number 95 on that one. He just, did like a Troy Polamalu play, gets the snap count. What a big hit on the quarterback. Welcome to the SFL, young guy. But I'm not sure. I think this might be incomplete.
It looks like they're going to be reviewing it here. As the referee goes to the replay booth, I thought it was an incomplete pass at first glance. So we get another look here. It can go both ways if you're asking me, but I'm certainly not the one making the ruling down on the field.
After review, the play has been ruled a forward pass and therefore incomplete.
And it sounds like they are going to overturn the ruling and call it an incomplete pass. So San Antonio is going to keep the ball.
Yeah, big break for this San Antonio offense, because if that is a fumble, Vancouver has probably 3 more points on the back. So, they cut a break on that one.
At the very least, especially with the way this
for sure.
offense has been looking. So a 2nd and 10 now for San Antonio. Miller stepping up, gets hit once again. Anderson Silver with a nifty little sidestep. Makes it out to the 48-yard line. Good move there by the running back.
What a great move on that one, because he was dead in the water at the line of scrimmage, and he just made a nice juke move, got 6 yards. And, let's see if San Antonio can get a first down. They can score more points before the half.
Look at the stats for the young gun right there. 2 passing touchdowns already. Looking for Holder, and it's going to be incomplete. Not able to hold on to the football through the coverage.
A dangerous pass and triple coverage on that. You have, not a bad call going to your go-to guy in Daily Holder, but he was triple coverage. So, Josh Miller, we are seeing how the young guy is probably locking on his wide receiver a little bit, not going through his progression. So, big stuff for Vancouver here.
And the only team to have a star kicker and punter in the SFL. You're looking at Arminius Davis as he fields the punt and kicks it away. Hoping to pin Vancouver back. They might be able to get to it, and they don't. It's going to bounce harmlessly into the end zone for a touchback.
That was a cannon shot by the leg of the punter. That ball traveled like 52 yards down the field. Unfortunately for San Antonio, unable to pin the Vancouver Legion deep on their on 2-3 yard line. But let's see Vancouver. Let's see if they can put some more points on the board. 49 seconds. They still have some timeouts.
They've got 2 timeouts to their credit. Pepper's going to throw another screen pass to Sanchez, who has some room, lowers the shoulder. Ooh. But he definitely was the recipient of that hit, not the giver.
Man, you don't see it very often. Denzel Neeson is a non-contracted corner. I mean, he's not even a linebacker or a defensive lineman. He's a corner. And he just puts a big guy on his back. Star player.
Big dude for a corner.
Yes.
So 20 seconds left to go. Vancouver seemingly wanting to just get the clock off as Pepper gets sacked in the backfield. And that's devastating for their opportunity to get points on the board.
And now all of a sudden those defensive linemen making some plays. That's Bill Lett, the defensive tackle. That brings up to halftime.
Yep, and they will blow the whistle for the end of the first half here in San Antonio. It's been a great first half of action as they head into the locker room with Vancouver up by 3. And we'll get a look at the halftime highlights and stats here. And we will be right back out to the game here in just a few moments. Getting a look here at San Antonio, Texas, the skyline in the background of Vaqueros Ranch Field. Vancouver received the ball to start the game off, so they will go ahead and kick it away. You are watching the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music. Vancouver with a 3-point lead going into the half. We'll see if San Antonio can go ahead and take the lead as BJ Armstrong is ready to field this kick from about the 10-yard line. Up the middle of the field, following his blockers, he'll get nailed at the 31-yard line. Ramos, what are we looking for by these two teams here in the second half?
Well, let's see if somebody can stop somebody here. I mean, this is not a high-scoring affair, but it's because the drives have been put so methodically down the field. We've seen Vancouver just drive the ball for like 7 minutes. So let's see if the Vancouver defense can contain Miller. Let's see if the the San Antonio defense can contain Tom Pepper.
Another throw over to Hernandez, and he makes the catch for an 8-yard gain out to the 40-yard line of San Antonio.
Yep. And this is what Josh Miller has to do here, I think, in the, to start here the third quarter. The short passes to Hernandez, to probably Daly Holder, to those guys, so he can get in a rhythm. And then is when you can test the ball deep with Holder and those guys.
Hand off to Silver. Silver's going to squeak through the line of scrimmage. And he's definitely happy about that play as he makes it out to the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Vaqueros upcoming.
And we've had one great week of football here in the SFL. If you're new, we've seen games going to the last second. We've seen the Oklahoma City and Carolina game. OKC missed an extra point. It was crazy.
Miller with another deep throw. This time he throws his first career interception. Dante West, the corner that we haven't really been talking a whole lot about, able to reel in his first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, there you see the inexperience. That ball was way overthrown. Probably Daly Holder could have made a better effort on that. But, still, the ball was a little bit overthrown. Coverage was great, and Vancouver gets the first turnover for them. So
that was a laser of a pass, though. I'm not sure what Daly Holder could have possibly done on that play, because it had some speed on it. It had some mustard on it. Tom Pepper's going to throw to start things off. Finds his fullback, and it's been a heavy dose of screens today for this Legion offense, lulling the defense to sleep before making a big chunk play.
Yeah, I agree. We've seen a lot of brick wall on the game. A lot of passes to the flat, trying to test the speed of this Vaqueros defense. And San Antonio, with Armstrong and those guys have been okay.
So 2nd and 7 now. Pepper's going to throw again. Has a man out on the right-hand side. It's going to be 3rd and 2 upcoming.
And that's the situations that Vancouver wants. 3rd down and 2, 3rd and 3. Where you can make pretty much any play on your playbook. You can run the ball with Jonathan Sanchez. You can throw the ball short. So let's see if they can convert.
Vaqueros defense changed some things up at the line of scrimmage. Wide open screen pass once again, out to the 38-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Jonathan Sanchez on the reception.
San Antonio respecting the speed of the Vancouver receivers. Obviously, they have some speedsters out there. Brett Killian, they have Farrell. They can stretch the field, and it seems that they are dropping back in coverage 8-10 yards. So that leaves the room open for those short intermediate passes.
Pepper doesn't like what he sees at the line of scrimmage. He'll change the play. Sanchez squeaks out of the tackle, out to the 48-yard line of Vancouver this time. 1st and 10. Good run there by the star running back.
That's what you want, north and south. North and south for Jonathan Sanchez right there. The offensive line does a great job. Big number 65. Look at him blocking Taylor. And Jonathan Sanchez has a very, very good room right there to run. Great play. Another 1st down.
Jason Gray, that offensive lineman you were talking about there, springing the hole for Jonathan Sanchez. And Sanchez is a great north to south back. Not a whole lot of shifty moves to his credit, but when he gets downhill in a hurry as he gets another 3-yard gain out to the 49-yard line.
And this is what we've seen from Vancouver all game long. Those, short passes, those runs, methodical drives. They take 5-6 minutes off the clock, and they are very effective, and San Antonio is just dropping back in coverage.
This one a stretch play over to Sanchez, has some room, not able to get past that blocker. Tristan Carr trying to spring him free for that final block, but he'll get dragged down at the 35-yard line. What you see on that play, Ramos?
Just very good patience and recognition by Sanchez right there. He kind of stutter steps right there to to give space and give time for his offensive lineman to make the block. Tristan Carr also blocking down the field. Great job by Vancouver on blocking. Great job by Sanchez and staying patient and just running behind his blockers.
14 rushes, 68 yards to Jonathan Sanchez's credit. Hasn't quite found pay dirt yet. We'll see if maybe he can do it on this drive, as he'll get yet another handoff, but he'll get thumped at the line of scrimmage. What a heck of a play.
Man, Bailey Baca on that one. You know, I said how Bailey Baca is very good stopping the run. Right there, he just launched into Jonathan Sanchez like a torpedo and just put him on his back. That was an incredible play by number 74.
6'2", 323 pounds is Bailey Chewbacca. As Sanchez gets another handoff, he'll bring it out to the 30-yard line for a gain of about 5 or 6 on that play, as they're eating up some more clock on this drive here, Ramos.
Yeah, and that's Vancouver football right there. Just ground and pound, short passes, you know, get rid of the ball quickly for Tom Pepper. Now they face a 3rd and 5, so probably another screen pass will not do it.
Oh, but they'll get a handoff this time, and it's out to the 22-yard line. I believe there was a backup running back that time, giving Jonathan Sanchez a little bit of a rest.
And it just doesn't matter. I mean, the offensive line of Vancouver has just playing out of their minds, as well as Brick Wall. Look at that. Look at Brick Wall on that one. He just put Larry Jordan on his back.
Fantastic blocking.
Yeah, that was incredible.
So another first down creeping into the red zone is Vancouver. They're knocking on the door. 5:22 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Pepper's under center. Takes a deep drop, runs into his running back, but he throws it over to Killian, who gets about 7 or 8 yards on that play, out to the 15-yard line. Now they are in the red zone.
Yeah, and they are just working on that non-contracted corner, Neeson, on that one. You know, they're not going a lot to B.J. Armstrong's side, but they are definitely exploiting that side where number 47 is, a non-contracted guy, and it's working really, really good for them.
And the game plan since the very beginning for Vancouver as we get another handoff for first down yardage. Jonathan Sanchez still sitting on the bench. That is our backup as he makes it out to the 11-yard line, another first down.
Yeah, Myron Jackson looking really good on this last couple plays. You know, a couple of big first downs, and, you know, Vancouver looks really, really good right now. The offensive line is dominating.
A lot of dink and dunk plays for this Vancouver Legion offense. A lifty little one-handed grab by Sanchez, who re-enters the ball game. He gets a gain of 4 on the play before he's tackled by Armstrong.
And that's where you want Jonathan Sanchez at his full. You know, that's why they put him, they gave him a little bit of breathing time, because you want him here inside the 10-yard line. He's a bruiser, and he can get in the end zone.
From the 7-yard line, they can still get a first down on this play. Pepper to throw, has a man wide open. Killian's just going to waltz into the end zone. Touchdown Vancouver, and they lengthen their lead.
And as I was saying, they're exploiting that right side of the field. They're just giving way too much cushion on that one. I mean, the corner is inside the end zone, and he just keeps backpedaling. I'm not sure why he's just keeping, backpedaling. He just gave that touchdown to Brett Killian.
Gave him plenty of space out there on the right-hand side. Killian, 78 yards on 6 catches, and that touchdown that you just saw. Tom Pepper only throwing 3 incompletions in this game, which is a heck of a stat line for the star quarterback. We'll see what Kickums will do here. As Ramos mentioned, we've had an extra point missed today. This one, though, is up and good. So a 10-point lead now for Vancouver, as we will get the ball teed up, ready to go. And during that point in time, we will go ahead and play you another advertisement from our broadcast team.
Want to do what I do? Contact me in the DM on Discord to find out how you can get involved with streaming live games, calling games, or breaking them down on the air with our broadcast team. Or help make our production even better by joining our new live stats team, helping our broadcasters shine brighter. We are #Loading Legends in the SFL.
And speaking of our stats team, I want to give a great shout out to Andy Hamilton, who is running our stats tonight. Thank you again, Andy, for keeping us honest on all those stats, as Armstrong makes it out to the 31-yard line for San Antonio's next possession.
And there's where we see really what quarterbacks are made of. He's the rookie quarterback, first start, 10-point deficit. He's at home, has great receivers, very good running back. Let's see if he can make it happen.
Speaking of that great running back, Silver just getting twisted up down at the 36-yard line. A little slow to get up, but it looks like he's good to go.
Second and
3 minutes, 20 seconds, and counting. As San Antonio trying to score back against this Vancouver offense who's been putting up some good points here. Silver looks like a design screen, but couldn't quite make it out of the backfield. His blockers couldn't quite hold up Major Key on that play.
Yeah, that's a great job by Major Key because he did not make the tackle or he did not, necessarily push the player out of bounds, but he forced the running back to go outside of him, and Anderson Silva just had no room.
So that brings up a 3rd and 9. Josh Miller forced to go 5 wide, empty set. We'll see what the rookie quarterback can do here. Has time, patient in the pocket, throws over the right-hand side, almost picked off. Major Key out there on the coverage this time, looking for Bond.
Yeah, and there's probably not been a single defensive player in the SFL who has been more impressive this past couple weeks as Major Key. As I said, last game, previous week against the San Francisco Sharks, he had 2 pick sixes, which is incredibly difficult to do. And right there almost gets away with another pick.
So a quick 3 and out for the Vaqueros after a couple drives where they were able to rack up touchdowns. Obviously, with the 14 points on the board, they just haven't really shown a whole lot of offensive firepower, with Vancouver chewing up a lot of clock.
And not ideal for the San Antonio defense because, as you were saying, those are big 5-6 minute drives, and when your offense goes 3 and out, it's not ideal.
And that was a huge punt by Arminius Davis, nailing Vancouver back at the 20-yard line. They were pretty deep in their own territory there, so able to flip the field as the star punter.
Yeah, that was like a Marquette King or Johnny Hecker type of punt. He just destroys the ball on that one.
Bailey Baca getting set at his defensive tackle spot. Tom Pepper in the gun. Sanchez is going to be to his left. Pepper's going to throw, has time over to the left-hand side. Does he keep his feet in bounds? No, they're going to call that incomplete. Trevor Farrell, the intended receiver, on the play.
And it's interesting how Vancouver has used Trevor Farrell for those very short passes. Just kind of, it's basically how they also get run plays. Basically, it's either run or those short passes. Pretty much the same. So they do a great job with it.
Sanchez only getting a few on that play as he gets leveled. Koye was in there on the stop. And we'll get a quick update over in St. Louis. Indy 24-13 with just under 4 minutes left to go in the ball game.
Yeah, Indianapolis kind of, trying to stay in playoff conversation. This will be a big win for them.
Pepper zings it over the middle, couldn't quite hang on. Jeremy Vega, the intended receiver, but there were plenty of defenders in the area to jarred the ball loose.
Yeah, and that was a perfectly timed hit by Nicholas Warner, the strong safety. And I saw Nicholas Warner last week deliver a huge hit to batter Ash Lowney. And now at that time, he does deliver a big hit to force a 4th down.
So 4th and 7. Minute 57 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Vancouver forced to punt. Good look at hang time there. Might set up the return. Armstrong with a spin move makes it out to the 46-yard line before he is brought down.
Yeah, and we cannot overstate how important that was for San Antonio, that stop, because, you got a big punt from Arminius Davis, then you go back on the field on defense, make a stop 3 and out, and then they have, very good field position, still more than 1 quarter left. They still have plenty of time.
San Antonio, Josh Miller over the middle, and it's bobbled and incomplete. Looks like there were 2 wide receivers in the area, but his intended receiver was Daley Holder on that play.
Yeah.
Miller showing his rookie status here in the SFL on the past couple drives. Trying to thread the needle on a couple passes, didn't quite make it happen. That was 2nd and 10. We'll see what he wants to do here. 4 wideouts. He's got Silver in the backfield. Pump fake. He gets hits as he's thrown. Silver able to make the catch, but only a 1-yard gain.
That was a weird looking play because he was hit as he threw the ball, and the ball still got there. That speaks volumes on the arm strength by the young rookie quarterback.
And you mentioned the standings a little bit earlier. San Antonio in that first wild card position right now at 5-3. Vancouver trying to put themselves back in the playoff picture, sitting at 3-5 currently. As Miller will pump fake again, deep throw, and it's going to be incomplete. Ajlani with the coverage.
Yeah, and you start seeing those kind of getting happy feet in the pocket, throwing the ball into triple coverage, into Mahmoud Ajlani's hands, and very lucky that wasn't intercepted.
So we'll see another punt by Davis. He won't necessarily have to power kick it this time since they're at the 47, but they'll try and pin him deep. Trying to pin him back in the corner over there. Ajlani going to let it go, and it's going to bounce in the end zone. Touchback. So we'll set up shop at the 20-yard line of Vancouver. We'll look at Bailey Baca there again. Pepper to throw. Another screen pass. Finds Brick Wall as fullback for plenty of yardage out to the 28-yard line. A good chunk of 8 yards on that play.
Yeah, and Brick Wall has been outstanding today on those flat passes. He's just been incredible because not only he catches the ball very well, but he has the speed to go upfield and make some yards.
2nd and 2 now. From the 28-yard line, Pepper in the shotgun. Sanchez to his left. Pepper to throw, has a man wide open. It's Trevor Farrell, and that's going to be a first down for Vancouver. 212 yards for Tom Pepper today.
And that route has been open all day for the Vancouver Legion. It's the same route that they used to score on the previous drive. Well, not the previous drive, but 2 drives before. That's the quick out route, or, that speed out play route where, it's been open all day basically for Vancouver.
Got 56 people watching in the chat right now. Only 16 thumbs up, only 16 likes on our video. Please make sure to hit that like button. It definitely helps out the league. As Jonathan Sanchez gets bottled up at the line of scrimmage. The safety comes up to make that play.
Nice big man play by Tom Taylor on that one. And he is a guy who is not afraid to make stops at the line of scrimmage. We've seen time and time again Tom Taylor just, basically on that 5 to 10 yard area from the line of scrimmage, spying Jonathan Sanchez, making great tackles.
Another handoff to Sanchez. He's going to get bottled up by the defensive lineman. The non-contract lineman making the play on there. And I believe that was Juan Hansen, the defensive end, making a play. And that's going to bring us to a close for the 3rd quarter. I'm ready for this 4th quarter to start up here. San Antonio down by 10, but it's been a great ball game here in San Antonio. We'll see if Vancouver can pull out the away victory, which is very, very rare here in the SFL for anyone who is new. Third and 10, crucial down here for San Antonio. Twist at the line of scrimmage, had a man, Vega not able to reel it in. And it's going to be 4th down. San Antonio is going to get the ball back.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Vega got bumped right there or he just felt the footsteps, because it seems like he had a little bit of opening, number 11 did, Jeremy Vega, to make the catch and get the first down. Vancouver will have to punt, and all of a sudden, both defenses have settled down.
Defenses have settled in, starting to make plays. Not quite as many chunk plays as we had in the first, maybe quarter and a half or so. And Kingston is going to be the punter for Vancouver. He gets the punt away. Armstrong fields it. Doesn't call for the fair catch, and he'll make it out to the 28-yard line. San Antonio will take over, and we will take you to a quick advertisement for our social media.
Follow the SFL on Twitter at SimulationFL, on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels. You're already here, right? Might as well stay tuned. Get league updates on your phone while browsing the internet, and make sure you never miss a live broadcast. Thank you for supporting the SFL.
We just missed Josh Miller trying to go deep again to Holder. He's been the favorite target, as he's got 7 targets to his credit today.
And Josh O'Banner almost came down with it. Josh O'Banner is more of a guy who stops the run. He's the strong safety of this team. Normally, as you see there on the screen, normally he's right there, 7-8 yards from the line of scrimmage, kind of spying the run, but almost came down with that interception.
Looking like Miller wants to make sure that he gets those 7 points back right away. But he hands it off to Silver on this play. Gets a 3-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and 7. Still tough, but it's manageable.
Yep, it is manageable. And when you have guys like Daly, Holder, and then you have, great players around you, Silver, all those guys, it's not impossible, even though Vancouver's defense has played really, really well in the second half.
Miller's going to take a short drop, and he got hit as he's thrown. The defensive lineman coming in and making the hit. That play had no chance of getting any sort of yardage at all.
Yeah, that was Red Ross, the defensive end, and again, the Vancouver defense on 3rd downs, the defensive line just comes after the quarterback, and they get another stop.
So this has became a defensive battle, as we kind of mentioned at the the fourth quarter opening. Davis able to field the bad snap, almost gets it blocked, but another booming punt. Fielded at about the 25 or 26. Agelana goes nowhere, and they'll mark him at the 27-yard line. A good flip of field position once again.
Yeah, and let's see if Vancouver does what they were doing in the first half, running the ball more with Jonathan Sanchez out of that offset I formation, and also those, speed outs, out routes that they've worked incredibly well all game long.
Andy Haleman's been content with killing clock, but Pepper's going to throw deep on this play, tipped and incomplete. He's looking for Brett Killian on that play. Yeah,
and that's what San Antonio wants, because they have a very talented secondary, even though they don't have a second contracted corner. The safeties are very good. BJ Armstrong is very good. So when you test those safeties, some bad things gonna happen. So I think that Vancouver has to keep it short, has to keep it, close from the line of scrimmage moving forward.
It's been what's been working for them so far. And there's that quick out once again. Killian stumbling backwards, though. Only going to get credit for a yard as he was able to stay in bounds. That was kind of an awkward-looking play there.
Yeah, he wanted to stay in bounds, probably get some more yards, but, his momentum carried him, backwards, basically. So, tough break for him, and a 3rd and long coming up.
3rd and long. San Antonio wants to get the ball back, get some points on the board. Pepper looking deep as Killian for the first down into San Antonio territory.
Wow, and BJ Armstrong got lost on that one because he had good position, but it seems that he just lost the receiver. He was looking for the ball, and whenever he realized, Brett Killian already had the catch.
Unlucky play for BJ Armstrong, as he's been playing very, very well in this ball game. But Vancouver trying to get that ever-elusive away win as Jonathan Sanchez gets wrapped up couple yards beyond the line of scrimmage. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 8.
Killing more clock, those runs between the tackles, 2 or 3 yards lying here, right there. But, that keeps the clock moving. You have the lead, 10-point lead, and, you're getting closer to field goal range. So I like what I'm seeing.
Pepper to throw again. Got him in. It's Killian once again. He'll make it out to the 37-yard line. That's about 8 yards there, so it'll be 3rd and short once again.
Yeah, and see if they do another one of those swing passes to brick wall. Sometimes when they've had those 2nd, 3rd down and shorts, they like to throw the ball to number 31. Let's see if they do it here.
Vancouver only one away win this year. As Pepper's going to throw, has a man, 1st down. That's Trevor Farrell out to the 33-yard line, and they're driving once again. This is not looking good for San Antonio.
Yeah, and Farrell just racking them up. 11 catches already in the game. That's the guy Tom Pepper has looked to all game long, and San Antonio has had no answer for him.
Killian starting to rack up some yards. He's quietly had over 100 yards. Sanchez gets another carry, sidestepping some defenders, but he gets walloped there at about the 28-yard line.
Yeah, as I was saying, Tom Taylor, the big number 21. Well, he's actually not big, but he plays big. He delivers the boom on that.
Tom Taylor, only 6 feet. He's 212 pounds. Apparently an avid fan of Pokemon, which is always fun. You ever play any Pokemon games, Ramos?
Actually, no, it was not my thing.
Tom Pepper's going to get sacked, though, in the backfield. Looking for someone there. He was pump faking plenty of times. The big number 90 able to wrap him up, bring him down for a sack.
Very needed for the San Antonio defense because, Vancouver in those 3rd and longs have not been able to throw the ball down the field consistently enough. So let's see if they can get a stop here.
With that sack, the clock keep on moving. This run will keep it moving as well. Jonathan Sanchez not able to get 1st down yardage. It'll be 4th and 5 from the 28, and we might see Bex Kickums out there on the field.
Yeah, not an easy field goal here coming for Bex Kickums. It's a 45-yard attempt approximately, and this is not your home field. This is an away turf. You're traveling all the way from Vancouver to San Antonio, so not an easy kick here for Bex Kickums.
As you mentioned, going to be a 45-yarder, non-contract kicker. Does he have the leg? And it is no good. Looks like it had plenty of distance, just kind of cleared it off to the right.
Yeah.
To get another look, yeah, it looks like he just missed it. Wow, that's a heartbreaker there for Vancouver. As San Antonio gets the ball now, what do you think Josh Miller and company are going to be looking for here on this drive?
I think you have to involve here, Daly Holder. I think you have to just keep throwing the ball to him, short passes. You have to, get a rhythm going. You still have 6 minutes, so you have plenty of time.
All 3 timeouts to their credit as well, but you got to hold on to the ball. That was dangerous there. Could have easily gone the other way, and Major Key could have had another pick 6 to his credit from the 2 from last week.
Yeah, I think that was Julian Marshall, the intended receiver. Kind of surprised to not hear from the other players here. Logan Keel, number 82, has done nothing this game. And, it's been basically, Daly Holder all day or Anderson Silver. So let's see if they involve the other stars.
Keel not on the stat line today. As Miller to throw over to the left-hand side. Got Daly Holder wide open. He's going to waltz into the end zone. Touchdown, Vaqueros. Can't wait to get a look at this replay here and see how Daly Holder, the gold star wide receiver, just roasts his defender off the line of scrimmage. Not even paying attention, really. Probably a zone coverage there. What do you think?
Yeah, and that is just a simple go route. And, Daly Holder, one of the bigger, best home run threat wide receivers in SFL history, makes it happen. one more time. That's his second of the day, and you know that's the one guy you had to cover, and unfortunately Vancouver unable to do so on that play.
Just under 6 minutes left to go in the ball game. Austin Powers is going to boot this extra point up and through. It is now only a 3-point ball game, and we will go ahead and play an ad from our sponsor, APM Music.
The Simulation Football League is presented by APM Music and is the official theme music provider of the SFL. Listen to their Champions Will Rise soundtrack at apmmusic.com today and search through thousands of tracks to boost the quality of your stream just like us. APM Music, production music library and custom music house.
We are #Loading Legends here on the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music. Vancouver probably trying to chew some clock here, Ramos, to kind of close this thing out.
Yeah, I agree. I think you have to involve Jonathan Sanchez here as much as you can. Just punish that defense. Those short passes are going to really, really help. It's been open all day long for them. So I think that's what Vancouver has to do here.
More of those quick outs, that's definitely helping them a ton there, but getting out of bounds, that'll stop the clock momentarily, but it'll run here in just a second. There it goes. So 2nd and 4 upcoming now. Pepper trying to bleed the clock down, has plenty of time, finds a man across the first down marker, and that's going to be a first down for Vancouver at the 38.
Yeah. Non-contracted players coming up big. That is Dilly, who... I'm sorry, Alvin. I will make my own all-name team because that guy is going to be on my all-name team. Dilly. Great play, first down. Clutch.
Love that name. Pepper's going to throw again, has the pressure, but Killian's able to make the grab out to the 43-yard line. Another 5-yard chunk there, just dink and dunk on this San Antonio defense.
Yeah, all day. It's been open, as I've said, several times. And when it's open, you have to take advantage of it. Vancouver doing a great job all game long taking advantage of it.
Pepper is quickly approaching 50 pass attempts on this day. 3 touchdowns, no picks, 269 yards. He's completed 41 passes today. This will be his his 48th attempt, but it's picked off. I was flabbergasted by the play. Tom Taylor able to come away with San Antonio's first turnover.
Yeah, and I don't understand that play call for Vancouver. I mean, you're moving the ball incredibly well with those out routes, running the ball, and you throw the ball to that teeth of that defense. With the strong point of the San Antonio defense, those safeties are just very, very, very good. Tom Taylor comes away with the INT.
Thought he maybe had Farrell, and as you mentioned, Farrell's been the prime target today. But he needed to put a little bit more sauce on the ball to get it past the safeties. Instead, San Antonio is driving Silver, out to the 34-yard line. That's a great run by Anderson Silver, easily his best of the game.
Great run and a great burst of speed right there. We look at number 61, a great block on the outside on Josh Banner. Josh Banner gathers himself and slows down Anderson Silver, but great job on the speed by Silver. Wide receiver makes a great block right there. And, San Antonio inching closer from field goal range there. I will say probably about 5 yards away from field goal range. This is getting interesting.
Silver hasn't had a ton of runs today, but he's had 45 yards on the ground. As he makes it out to the 34, he's going to get more here as he gets thumped down at the 27. That's another good chunk of yards. Ajlani with the hit.
Right. Yeah, and that should be field goal range for San Antonio at least. Obviously, they want to score a touchdown, get ahead in this ball game, but, they have the tie right here pretty much.
2nd and 4, creeping inside of 4 minutes left to go. 3:45 and counting in the ball game. Another handoff to Silver. trying to muscle his way past Frank Champion. It's not going to work as he's able to hold him up for only a couple yards.
Big third down coming up for the Vancouver defense. If they can hold, they force San Antonio to a field goal, and they will still have about 3 minutes left for Tom Pepper to pull up some magic and win the game for them.
Everyone be sure to stay tuned to SFL Fan Night. Going to be kicking off at 8:15 with the Commissioner Cameron Irvine. As Silver gets another carry, first down yardage and more. Is he able to make it to the end zone? He'll be knocked out at the goal line. First and goal, San Antonio.
That's their man, Anderson Silver. Just very good job on the patience by the running back. Right there, he lets the fullback and the offensive line pick up the blocks. And, oh, man, yeah, he's out just before the end zone.
Marquise Reed, the one finally able to push him out of bounds. As Jelani was giving chase as well, along with Frank Champion. But what a great play by Anderson Silver, putting his team in prime field position here to go ahead and take the lead. Late in this ball game, Miller's going to throw, has a guy in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Pancho Hernandez.
And that was not the design play. I mean, Josh Miller recognized the coverage on that one. He made the adjustment at the line of scrimmage, delivered a perfect pass. He read it all the way. What a job by the rookie quarterback. And that's a big man type of drive for Josh Miller and the San Antonio Vaqueros. Ends up in 7 points, and Vancouver needs a touchdown now.
And I apologize, that was Jimmy Givens, the non-contract tight end. The 0s and 6s look very, very similar on that play. So Austin Powers is going to try and nail this extra point to keep Vancouver from tying it with a field goal. And kick is up and through. So San Antonio, the hometown Vaqueros, able to take a late lead. 3:03 left to go in the ball game. They are up by 4 as Vancouver will get another shot here. So now the game plan shifts a little bit maybe, right, Ramos?
Yeah, I mean, as far as game plan, it depends a lot on this upcoming kick return. Remember, San Antonio has a contracted kicker, so let's see how this kick return goes, because it will be huge.
That's actually the best field position that Mahmoud Ajalani has gotten today, out to the 27-yard line. Those contracted kicker and punter, they've been keeping them deep and been able to flip the field position on Vancouver all day today.
Yep. And with 3 minutes left, I mean, you can still do your own type of game. I mean, you don't have to chuck it deep every single snap. I mean, you can still dink and dunk a little bit because you still have timeouts. You still have the 2-minute warning. So let's see if Vancouver takes advantage of it.
All 3 timeouts available. They're going to zing it over to the left-hand side to start with. Some toe drag swag coming on the left sideline. And that's going to be good for 4 yards.
Now we were looking at the very, very good quarterback numbers by Josh Miller. 4 TDs. Has that interception. That's going to happen. But, with 4 touchdowns, all of the San Antonio touchdowns, you have to think so far, if San Antonio wins, he's the player of the game.
Definitely doing it on fewer completions as well, fewer pass attempts, as his competitor here, Tom Pepper, as he throws it over to Sanchez. They're going to run a little no huddle here with 3rd and 2 upcoming. Three wideouts bunched towards the top of the screen. Pepper hit as he's thrown. He's got the first down. And that was caught by Farrell. They're going to go no huddle play once again. Big play. Absolutely. Big play. Same formation. Pepper to throw. Checks it down once again. Sidesteps backwards. And they'll mark him for no gain. Clock continuing to roll. Vancouver trying to get as much field position as they can before hitting the 2-minute warning. Pepper with a little sidearm, a little Aaron Brooks style out there to Trevor Farrell. And I don't think they'll be able to get one more here. They might be able to... No, they're not going to do it. 2-minute warning upcoming here. And glad to have you along with us here in San Antonio, the Alamo City, where the hometown Vaqueros have a 4-point lead. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music. everybody strap yourselves in, all 61 of you. Great numbers here. Now up to 62. Make sure we hit the like button. Only got 24 likes. That could be more. Pepper to pass once again, has the first down. Killian's got another catch out to the 48-yard line. Vancouver is driving, not wanting to use those timeouts just yet. Pepper with a deep pass, deep throw over the middle of the field. Got Killian wide open. He's able to slip the tackle into the end zone. Touchdown, Vancouver.
Woo! That's that man, the real BK, Brett Killian, number 12. You know, and you know, basically it's just like a boxing match, Eric, where you can, you know, just test your rival, and then you deliver the big hit right there. You know, dink and dunk, and then the big post route. What a big play! What a big throw! Tom Pepper knows it. He's already celebrating, but even before Killian got the catch, incredible play by Vancouver. And you know, as I was saying, you know, early in the ball game, you know, Vancouver can answer to anything you throw at them. They did it all season, last season, after they got down from an 0-4 start. I mean, this is a resilient football team. They never quit, and they have a 3-point lead here.
Just an incredible drive. Tom Pepper, 48 completions, thrown 58 times, 4 touchdowns, 341 yards to his credit, and of course the one mistake. But this is shaping up to be a great ball game. Going to be a great finish. And Kickums is ready to kick it away to San Antonio. We'll see what they can do. Down by 3, minute 41 left to go. Armstrong to feel it inside the 10. Up towards the middle of the field, spin move. He'll get knocked down at the 28-yard line. So what do you think the rookie is looking at here as he trots out onto the field?
Yeah, let's see if he can do it again. Let's see if Josh Miller can pull up another huge pass to Daly Holder. Real quick, shout out to the Tallahassee Pride. They logged the Eastern Conference. Congratulations to every team that has won this week. Join us for the game later today. We have the undefeated Tulsa Desperados against the Sparrows.
Absolutely, we'll definitely want to be checking that out. That's going to be over on Twitch TV. And San Antonio trying to drive, get a good chunk of yards there, not electing to use the timeouts yet. Miller to throw. One-handed grab out over the middle of the field. That's a big boy play right there. 3 wideouts. 3 wideouts for Miller. He's going to check it down to Silver. Silver trying to stay in bounds, but he'll wisely probably step out of bounds there, even though he lost the 3 yards.
You know, the good thing is that the clock stops, and, you know, this is a San Antonio team that can have some big plays. So, you know, 2nd and 13 is something that they can definitely do. An important thing, the clock stops. Obviously, you want to get positive yardage every single play, but, you know, with the time at 1:08, you only need a field goal to tie this game. You have a contracted kicker, so, you know, very interesting and intriguing finish here.
1 minute, 8 seconds left to go. Josh Miller, the rookie, trying to find his first fourth-quarter comeback of his career and squirts through there. Finally, we see a sighting of Logan Keel as he gets on the stat sheet here within the last minute of the ball game. Miller to throw, design screen. Anderson Silver trying to follow his blockers. Gets a good chunk of 7 as the clock continues to roll. All 3 timeouts for both of these teams, as we're sitting at 40 seconds here. Miller to check it down again. Defense was ready for it this time, and that's where they're going to burn their first timeout.
Whew. You know, and, you know, if you're San Antonio, it's kind of like a, you know, it's kind of tough to decide what to do right now because you only have 34 seconds. At the same time, it's just a 3rd and short. So do you throw the ball short? Do you, like, what do you do right now? You know, major key to look out for him. You know, he's a big corner, makes big plays, big time moments.
Better to have more options than none. Miller shuffles his feet, throws deep down the sideline. He's got it! Holder into the end zone. Touchdown once again for the Vaqueros.
The Josh Miller to Daly Holder magic again in the paint. I mean, it's incredible. I mean, it's really incredible how Daly Holder, time and time again since last season, makes just that incredible huge plays. You see Josh Miller steps up in the pocket. What a perfect spiral. perfect pass. Daily Holder catches it, and San Antonio back in the lead. I mean, let's see what Vancouver does here to respond. They have the big receivers. They have a great returner in Mahmoud Ashlaouni. This is not over yet.
Certainly not. Far from over. 29 seconds is an eternity in the SFL, especially with 3 timeouts. And Powers is going to try and boot this through, make it a 4-point game, and keep things a little bit out of Vancouver's reach, which he does. So it's 35-31. It turned into a shootout here in the last maybe half a quarter or so. And this has been an incredible ball game.
Yeah, it's just going back and forth all day long. You know, as I'm saying, Vancouver responds to anything you present of them. 29 seconds. They still have time. You know, this is not over yet. And, you know, thank you very much for everybody watching. We have 69 viewers right now, so we are really appreciated for that. Absolutely,
most definitely, as Ashlaouni brings it up to the 25-yard line. 26 seconds left on the clock. Like I said, 3 timeouts. Plenty of weapons here on this offensive side of the ball for Tom Pepper. He's been throwing it all day long. We'll see what they want to do here.
Yeah, watch out for Brett Killian here on something like a post route. You know, Vancouver is really good at those.
Killian with 172 yards and 2 touchdowns. Pepper with a short drop, short pass. Got to get out of bounds. Farrell does, and it'll stop the clock at 22 seconds.
Yes. So, you know, that's an okay play just to get a little bit of yardage here. I think that you have from here on out just to have to, you know, go with that post route, go with a corner route, with a deep out, you know, maybe a go route, you know, something big, because that's what Vancouver needs. They need a touchdown. They need something really, really big here.
Definitely need a deep drop here. Pepper's going to be under center. Instead, it'll be another short drop, another short quick out. Got to get out of bounds there, but he doesn't. They'll have to burn a timeout. 17 seconds left to go, but Jeremy Vega gets that first down.
Yep. You know, I'm not sure if this is Hail Mary range for Tom Pepper. This, you know, will be a 64-yard pass that he will need to put in the air. So I'm not sure if he has the arm strength to do so.
I was able to call one Hail Mary completed with my buddy Shan Varner the other day as Killian gets out of bounds. Will we see another completed Hail Mary? I'm not sure my heart can take it.
You know, with 14 seconds left, I'm not sure if they still have timeouts. If they don't, you can just set up Hail Mary, you know, just another pass to the outside, probably to get the ball in about midfield, and then just chuck it deep for to the end zone to try to win this ball game.
The Legion do have 2 timeouts left. Here we go. Pepper to throw once again. Carr with the catch, and they're going to burn another timeout. 9 seconds left to go. A nice little drive here going, but not taking a whole lot of time off the clock.
Yeah, now it's 9 seconds. You know, that's an important catch, important completion for Tristan Carr, because, you know, right now you're definitely in range for Tom Pepper to put the ball in the air and attempt a Hail Mary. They still have one more play because they still have one more timeout before that.
Definitely have one more play here. I expect maybe another good chunk of yards. Pepper sidearms it over the middle of the field. That's a great catch right there. 5 seconds left to go. They'll burn their last timeout.
You know, Tristan Carr coming up big here. That's a simple slant route. Catches the ball. Big-bodied receiver. And goes down just in time to have, 5 seconds to one last play.
So from the 37-yard line, Pepper and the offense still on the field. Definitely lining up in Hail Mary formation.
Yep. Let's see if they can give him protection.
Here we go from the 37. Pepper has time. He'll step up. Tries to heave it downfield, but he'll get sacked to end the ball game. What a play by the San Antonio defense to wrap things up.
What a game. Congratulations to the San Antonio Vaqueros and another big win. And the future looks very bright for them with that rookie quarterback. he played out of his mind today. 5 touchdowns, only 1 pick. He was so good. I think that the MVP might go to him or Daily Holder, but he was incredible all game long.
First career fourth quarter comeback ends up being a 35-31 victory in front of a home crowd here in the Alamo City. What a great game to end our afternoon slate. But we still got more. We've got more going on at Twitch TV. We're going to have SFL Fan Night for you kicking off at 8:15 Eastern Time, 7:15 Central. Be sure to stay tuned for that and our Commissioner Cameron Irvine. Ramos, you got any final thoughts on this incredible ball game today?
No, I mean, this is just 2 teams that, especially San Antonio with this win. I mean, if they get in the playoffs with that quarterback, that wide receiver and Daily Holder, they are dangerous. They are very scary. Basically, that's it. As you were saying, join us for this upcoming game. It's game of the week. The 8-0 Tulsa Desperados against the 6-2 Sioux Falls Sparrows. If Tulsa wins this game, they lock up their division. So definitely Sioux Falls doesn't want that. Very, very important.
Absolutely incredible for an expansion team as well to be going undefeated. Definitely want to stay tuned for that. So, from San Antonio, and on behalf of all the production crew deep in the heart of Texas, from the SFL, I am Eric Vinson, Ramos Lynn alongside me. We are going to bid you a farewell. Stay tuned to Twitch TV, 8:15 Eastern, 7:15 Central. From San Antonio, good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Just want to give you a quick update before we head on out here. Just got a correction there. Atlanta at Queen City is going to be our SFL Fan Night game of the week tonight. Tomorrow we will have the Tulsa Desperados at the Sioux Falls Sparrows. Both games going to be on Twitch TV. Both games at 7 Central, 8 Eastern. Good night, everybody. Stay tuned to Twitch.